You'll never look at these films the same way again. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie fan theories that will ruin your childhood. For this list, we'll be going over the fan theories about kids' movies and theories that connect childhood things to movies that will make you re-examine things from your childhood.
Stop the boat!
We're there.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
You say that you want me, took long enough to find me, through bleeding hearts you found your way.
Number 10. Shrek improvs his name. Shrek. There are many things about Shrek that make him an unusual protagonist for the film series that bears his name, not the least of which is his name itself. One fan theory posits that when Donkey asks Shrek what his name is, that Shrek improvises the name Shrek on the spot, given that he hesitates before giving it.
Man, I like you. What's your name?
Shrek.
While it's possible that it's an alias, another sadder possibility is that, given his solitary lifestyle, Shrek had never had a name before coming up with it.
But, I don't have any friends.
The word Shrek is German for terror or fright, so it's possible that Shrek heard the word being lobbed at him by terrified villagers and took the label for his own.
Back! Back, beast! Back! I warn ya!
Number 9. Kevin is Jigsaw, the Home Alone franchise.
It's only my imagination. Only my imagination.
Although we root for Kevin McAllister as he fights off the wet bandits during their home invasion, a lot of traps would probably kill or permanently disfigure someone in real life. This has led some to draw parallels with John Kramer, better known as Jigsaw from the Saw franchise. Perhaps Kevin, after growing older and more bitter, and getting cancer, decided to use his formative experiences crafting elaborate contraptions to use against criminals and others who don't appreciate the lives they have.
The device around your neck is a death mask. The mask is on a spring timer. If you do not locate the key in time, the mask will close. Think of it like a Venus flytrap.
While the ages not lining up and the names being different poke a few holes in the theory, it's one that Saw creator James Wan seems to appreciate.
That's a problem you're gonna have to solve before it's too late.
Number 8. Forrest Jr. isn't Forrest's son. Forrest Gump. For as sweet and wholesome as Forrest Gump is, the movie has a darker undertone. One fan theory involving Forrest's son with Jenny certainly makes the fruits of the two friends' union turn a bit sour. Although Forrest and Jenny presumably have sex when she returns home, we have no confirmation of the act, and we wouldn't be surprised if Forrest doesn't know where babies come from.
Will you marry me? I'd make a good husband, Jenny.
You would, Forrest.
There's also a strong possibility that Jenny either arrived already pregnant given her extreme fatigue, or else became pregnant by someone else after leaving again. Even so, while Forrest may not be Junior's father by blood, he still does right by the boy.
Hey, I know this.
I'm gonna serve that for show and tell because Grandma used to read it to you.
My favorite book.
Number 7. Wonka is a Killer. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This bizarre children's film has earned plenty of scrutiny over the years and a ton of theories. Just check out the one about Snowpiercer being a sequel to it.
Ironic, isn't it? How people dramatically cross that thin barrier between life and death.
However, our pick goes to the idea that Willy Wonka intended for the children on his tour to be hurt or killed. The songs the Oompa Loompas sing are incredibly specific and would have needed time to choreograph beforehand. Granted, that could just be a conceit of the film. But there's also the fact that several of the vehicles that Wonka has the guests ride coincidentally have the exact number of seats necessary for the number of people who are left.
Behold the Wonkamobile. Thing of beauty is a joy forever. Places, please. The dance is about to begin.
Plus, anyone who designs a tunnel like that has to have something wrong with them.
There's no earthly way of knowing
He's singing.
which direction we are going.
Number 6. Dorothy is the Wicked Witch of the East, the Wizard of Oz. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch might not be entirely dead.
I thought you said she was dead.
Basically, from the moment Dorothy lands her house on the Wicked Witch of the East, her path is laid out for her.
And all you do is follow the yellow brick road.
But what happens if I...
Just follow the yellow brick road.
But despite the happiness of the Munchkins and the ire of the Wicked Witch's sister, we never see what the dead witch looks like.
Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Now, the film's conclusion makes it clear that many of Oz's inhabitants have doppelgangers in the real world. This theory posits that Dorothy is the look-alike of the Wicked Witch of the East. That would certainly add a new layer to her siblings' hate for Dorothy. The witch's nemesis is wearing the face of her dead sister.
It wasn't a dream. It was a place. And you were there.
Oh, sure.
Number 5. Cameron imagines Ferris. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If Ferris Bueller is the kind of guy everyone wishes they could be, Cameron Fry is the kind of guy we are.
Cameron, babe, what's happening?
Very little.
However, one theory takes this idea literally, that Ferris is not real. He's just a figment of Cameron's imagination, meant as a wish fulfillment fantasy. Ferris can do anything, is beloved by his classmates, has a beautiful girlfriend, and gets away scot-free with everything he does.
You know, as long as I've known him, everything works for him. There's nothing he can't handle. I can't handle anything. School, parents, the future. Ferris can do anything.
A variant theory posits that Cameron actually spends his day sick in bed. After all, his symptoms basically disappear once he leaves his house. If true, it would be the most fun fever dream we've ever seen. Number 4. Doc's heinous crime. Back to the Future. While Doc Emmett Brown is generally seen as a zany and positive character, the guy still has plenty of tragedy in his life.
Officials at the Pacific Nuclear Research Facility have denied the rumor that a case of missing plutonium was in fact stolen from their vault 2 weeks ago.
We mean he goes bankrupt, his mansion burns down, and none of his inventions seem to work. At least until a certain DeLorean.
Marty, you made it! Yeah! Welcome to my latest experiment. This is a big one, the one I've been waiting for all my life.
In addition, fans have puzzled over why, when testing the flux capacitor-powered car, Doc chooses to remotely control the car to go 88 miles per hour directly at himself and Marty. Some have theorized that Doc, depressed at his lack of success and loneliness, was planning to take his and his only friends' lives.
What's this? What's this?
Great Scott, that's dark.
Look out!
Number 3. Calvin and Hobbes. Fight Club. Calvin and Hobbes is a comic strip about a mischievous young boy and his stuffed tiger, which he imagines is a real tiger. Some fans have theorized that the unnamed protagonist of Fight Club is actually an adult Calvin, whose alternate personality, Tyler Durden, is a natural progression of Hobbes.
All the ways you wish you could be, that's me.
Like Hobbes, Durden generally seems to know more than his friend and acts as a role model for him.
Never been in a fight, you?
No, but that's a good thing.
No, it is not. How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight. I don't want to die without any scars.
When they're not getting into scraps, of course. It would certainly offer up a depressing ending to Calvin's story.
Things you own end up owning you.
All those camping trips his dad took him on built his character into something grim indeed. Number 2. Magic isn't real, and neither are Harry's adventures, the Harry Potter franchise. Mental illness is a running theme in Harry Potter.
We have a witch in the family.
The Dementors, for instance, are a metaphor for depression. However, some fans have theorized that the majority of the events in the series can be seen as being imagined by Harry, who is mentally ill. Harry is mistreated by his aunt and uncle, who don't understand his magic. He then goes to a special school where everyone is special just like him, where he's popular and many extraordinary things happen.
You're not going mad. I can see them too. You're just as sane as I am.
The dangers he faces from Voldemort are his own darker impulses personified. The two of them do have quite a bit in common after all. Dumbledore also comments several times on reality and dreams.
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean
but it's not real.
Still beats being at the Dursleys, we say. Before we unveil our number one pick, which is likely to ruin your childhood forever, here are a few honorable mentions. The Joker wasn't the killer. Batman. Maybe Batman just imagines each of his villains as the man who killed his parents.
Tell me, kid, you ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight?
Andy's dead father, the Toy Story franchise. Woody is the male role model Andy never had.
Stick 'em up! I guess we'll work on that later. Hey, Woody, ready to go to cowboy camp?
Andy, honey, come on, 5 minutes and we're leaving.
Genetic experiments, not real dinosaurs. Jurassic Park. The half-life of DNA is only 500-something years.
Oh, Mr. DNA, where did you come from? From your blood. Just one drop of your blood contains billions of strands of DNA, the building blocks of life. A DNA strand, like me, is a blueprint for building a living thing. And sometimes animals that went extinct millions of years ago, like dinosaurs, left their blueprints behind for us to find.
Punxsutawney Purgatory. Phil is Buddha. Groundhog Day. Phil must achieve enlightenment to escape.
I have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
Oh, really?
And every morning I wake up without a scratch on me, not a dent in the fender. I am an immortal.
Bond's future. The Rock. Mason. John Mason.
Captain John Patrick Mason, General, sir, of Her Majesty's SAS. Retired, of course.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. E.T. Sith Lord. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. E.T. is an alien that displays many powers in common with those who use the Force in the Star Wars franchise, such as healing and telekinesis. In addition, a few fellow members of his species even cameo in the Senate in The Phantom Menace. He also appears to recognize a Yoda costume at Halloween from Home. While this could indicate he's a Jedi, E.T. also controls Elliot and has power over death, abilities some would consider unnatural, and more in line with the Sith. Now, does anyone else have a strange desire to see Emperor Palpatine snack on some Reese's Pieces? Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.